Imagine walking into an abandoned house, just looking for a thrill. But what if the house itself was waiting for you? What if the very walls could hear your footsteps, feel your fear, and feed on it? Tonight, we step inside a place where every whisper is a warning, every shadow hides something sinister, and escape is impossible. This is not just a ghost story. This is a fight for survival. Will they make it out alive? Or is the house already a part of them? Keep watching to uncover the terrifying truth, because once you enter, there's no turning back. The house stood at the edge of the forest, barely visible in the moonlight. To anyone passing by, it was just another decaying building. But for those who dared venture too close, the story was far worse. Whispers about its cursed past spread like wildfire. The house had been waiting. Tonight, it would claim them. It was a Friday night when a group of friends, bored of the ordinary, decided to visit. They approached the rusted gate, laughing, unaware of what awaited. The wind had stopped. The usual nighttime sounds, leaves rustling, crickets chirping, were absent. An eerie silence hung in the air, thick and oppressive. The door creaked as they pushed it open. Inside, the air was unnaturally cold. Flashlights flickered as they shone on broken furniture, cracked walls, and the decay around them. The house felt alive, watching them with each step. The walls seemed to close in with every second, and shadows danced as if they had their own will. Then came a noise, a soft thud, followed by dragging footsteps from above. The group froze. The footsteps grew louder, closer. Something or someone was moving toward them. Jason, the bravest of the group, began to ascend the stairs. The others followed, hearts racing in their chests. Jason reached for the door at the end of the hall. When it creaked open, the sight before them was enough to freeze their blood. There stood a figure, a woman, but not quite a woman. Her eyes were hollow, skin stretched tight over bones, hair wild and tangled. Her mouth twisted into a grotesque grin, too wide for any human being. "Who are you?" Sarah whispered, but the woman did not answer. She simply raised her hand, pointing toward the door behind them. The door slammed shut with a deafening crack, trapping them inside. Panic set in. The room felt like it was closing in on them, the air thick with malevolence. The woman's grin widened. "You shouldn't have come," she rasped, her voice like nails on glass. Before anyone could react, the lights flickered and went out. Desperate, Sarah opened another door, only to find they were back where they started. The woman stood there again, but now surrounded by shadowy, faceless figures. Their hollow eyes glowed faintly in the darkness. Her voice, now a hiss, broke the silence. "Leave now, you're too late." But it was too late. The house was alive, feeding on their fear. The walls seemed to close in tighter. The whispers echoed, growing louder. In the distance, footsteps echoed. Not one pair, many. Something was coming. And then, the woman was before them again. Her grin was impossibly wide, eyes glowing with unnatural light. They turned to face her, but the darkness was too thick. The woman's laugh echoed, low, cruel, endless. The house had claimed them. Now, the house waits, silent, once more, for the next group of unsuspecting souls who will step through its cursed doors, unaware that their fate has already been sealed.